And a good early evening to you, live from the Plymouth Ice Center. It's CCX Sports coverage of girls high school hockey. And today, our matchup has the Visitation Blazers against the home team, the Wayzata Trojans, who come in with a record of 3-4-1. Hi, and welcome everybody, along with Dan Fick and I'm Joe Moline. It's the second half of this doubleheader here on CCX Sports. And earlier we saw the Wayzata Trojans boys fall to Eden Prairie. And the girls are going to try to get some revenge here on the visitors from Visitation. Dan?
Well, last year was a 2-1 game. Now, I don't know if we're going to have that here. Wayzata, a little bit of a slump, having trouble scoring this year. And up and down record, they score only 1.62 goals a game, and they give up 2.5. But Visitation right now is 0-8, and there's a reason why. They've got 13 sophomores, freshmen, and 8th graders on this team, and basically 2 lines. That's their entire roster with no JV. So they're kind of in the rebuilding mode, but the Trojans need to get off the Schneider a little bit and put some firepower on the play. Yeah,
you have a team from Visitation here coming in with not a win on the season, only 2 goals to speak of, and that's obviously troubling times. Wayzata, though, coming in after 2 tough losses against some of the state's best teams in Minneapolis and Edina, they will welcome Visitation here today and try to get back on the winning side. As the puck gets played down into the Wayzata zone, now the Trojans played out to center. Here comes a chance already for Christine Peterson. Peterson on her backhand puts a pass through the slot. That's intercepted, and Visitation will come out the other way. This is McKinley Haycraft. She had all her line mates go for a line change, so she wisely got the puck deep, and she'll join her teammates on the bench as she goes for a change. The Trojans skating the puck out through center now. Gretchen Branton. Allison Peters, rather, that's who dumps it in for the Trojans. Wayzata on the forecheck now. Lauren Hansen chases it down at the blue line, dumps it back down into the corner. Trojans continue on the forecheck here, cycling it down low, scooping it up there, though, is Duran for Visitation. Duran will flip the puck up through center all the way down. This one has enough legs to be icing. Faceoff will come back down inside the Visitation zone, and we'll take our first look at that Visitation goaltender here tonight. It's the junior Katie Pagel in nets.
Now you can see her numbers there. It's not been a good season, although she's in there fighting hard. 9.88 goals against with a .813 save percentage. They're just running out of gas, especially in the third period, and giving up a lot of goals in that third period.
Visitation in their last performance played a good Orono team, lost 19-0, and that's just in some of those numbers you just don't expect to see in high school hockey. And obviously, Visitation, private school down in the kind of Mendota Heights area. Mm-hmm. If you kind of think of it, the St. Thomas Academy, an all-boys school in that area. Visitation's an all-girls school, Catholic school down there. And you can just see from the skating ability during warm-up, some of these players are probably new to hockey, which is a good thing, right? And more players playing hockey, the better.
Oh, yeah.
So
absolutely.
There's some people playing varsity hockey that probably won't be playing varsity hockey in other programs, but that's okay. So Wayzata here hosting an opponent like that, it's okay. Mallory Coffin with the puck now. It did allow for the first varsity start here for Ella Podiak, who's in nets for Wayzata. We'll take a look at her a little later, but she's a freshman getting her first start for the Trojans. Wayzata on the attack now. Visitation will cycle it back down into the corner. Rappenhagen can't win the race to that puck. Now pitching in from the blue line for the Trojans is Westberg. Bouncing puck there near the blue line. Rappenhagen will backhand this one off the boards and out of the zone. And here comes Visitation, 2-on-1. Little opportunity here. Shot there was blocked nicely by Westberg. And a shot right on there as the freshman goaltender gets tested for the first time. Podiak kicks that one aside. Sloan Matthews into the Visitation zone.
You know, she's been a star for them for a number of years, and she's only got 2 assists now in 6 games for them, and she was out the 2 games, but she needs to wake up and give them help. She's been a leading scorer in their team for a number of years. And
one of the conversations I'm sure we'll have throughout this game is Wayzata. They have struggled scoring the puck this year. Of course, we've always talked about this, Dan, when you and I have done games. It seems like we've done a couple of Wayzata girls games the past couple of years, and we've always talked about it's not the best conference to be an average hockey team in, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes Wayzata is pretty good to average, but it's a conference full of great teams usually, so it's a difficult conference to be in.
Well, you look at Edina Minnetonka. I mean, what do they got? 6 state championships, 7 state championships between them. That's a tough road to haul in the same conference.
The state championship goes through their conference, no question about that.
Yeah.
On the face-off now, Trojans. It was Olivia Ream. A number of Trojans players got called up from the JV that are on the JV roster here, but getting some varsity minutes here this afternoon. That's a good opportunity for them. Matthew plays it across to her partner. Shot right on, just tipped over the net. Good chance for Ream there in front. And now Ream chases after her own rebound. From the dot, fires a shot. That one goes off traffic in front and into the net. It looked like it went off Ella Ehlers, who might get credit for that goal. It was Ream who shot it, and they'll figure it out down low who gets that goal. As Wayzata takes the early 1-0 lead.
And just Killian just got, Katie Pagel just got down, couldn't get back up, just bounced right over. Dig it out in the corner. And then a shot, I believe.
Yeah, it goes off Ehlers, and puck goes off your chest, and that's a goal into the net. It's a goal for Ehlers.
Well, that's a good start for Wayzata. Just they need, 13-10 left, less than 5 minutes into the game.
Here comes Peterson down the left side. Peterson works her way around the defender. Now gets muscled off the puck. Good job defensively helping out for Visitation by Haycraft. Hagel kicks that one into the corner. Wayzata continue to put some pressure on now. Trying to center it there was Lindahl. Now it's Peterson. Peterson turns, shoots from a sharp angle, misses wide. Holding at the line there is Bergstrom. Visitation will try to play it out. Again, Wayzata able to hold the zone for a moment, but now it gets out to center. Bergstrom trying to regroup a little bit here. And she'll play it across dangerously through the middle. Here comes a chance. And a goal! Lauren Ruppenhagen off to a good start in this period. Intercepted a pass, came down and scored a goal for Visitation, and they are excited. It's only the 3rd goal of the season for this Blazers team, and they tie this one up at 1.
Nice play. She picked it off good. She was skating herself off to a bad angle, but she got it up and over the goalie into the top of the net. Just a nice play right there. Picks it up. She's getting a little close, but then she finds the spot. I think it hit part of the shoulder pad of the goalie as it went in, but she got it up there nice. Beautiful. Even stuck it between the back posts there.
That's right. It looked like Podiak came out and challenged nicely, but it just is a good-looking shot. Nice anticipation on the interception in the pass, so good individual effort, and we have a 1-1 game here in the first period.
Well, the mistake was on the D for coughing that puck up. Just an errant pass with no juice on it whatsoever. Easy to pick off.
Westberg behind her goal. Tried to pass up to the winger, and they missed on that one. Visitation with a little bit of a regroup, but now a turnover by Claire Olson. And Trojans are on the attack. Hansen tried to work her way to the slot area. Her shot gets deflected into the corner. After it goes Flighter. Flighter will bank it off the boards to the point. Knight and her will play catch now. Knight walks it in, plays it back down into the corner. Fornes trying to leave it there for the defenseman. Westberg's shot hits traffic in front. Into the corner it goes. They'll go D to D. Shot again in traffic. They're camped out in front. Puck's nice job by Pagel eventually finding that puck, makes the save. Well, a couple of Wayzata players were just setting up shop down there near the slot, near the crease.
Yeah, the drill presses out and we're ready to start drilling, but right down there, good tip. She's all alone in front of the net. Pagel's got to just hold them off on her own, and she does a good job.
Off the face-off, quick chance for the Trojans, but Branton's shot hit traffic in front. Branton recovers the puck now, plays it out to the point. Peters, her shot whistles wide. And Visitation will play it up to the half wall. Pinching in is Matey. And she can't keep it in. Visitation sends it all the way down. Icing's now waved off. And Peters back to retrieve it for the Trojans. Peters runs into a forecheck, puts the brakes on, goes D to D now for Matey, and Matey will still come out the opposite side. Branton, leading goal scorer for Wayzata, works her way to the slot, lets one go, tried to go blocker side and missed. Visitation struggling to get the puck out here. Matthews on the forecheck. They'll send it all the way down. This one will make it the distance, and it's going to be icing. Face-off coming back inside the Visitation zone now. 10:15 to go in this first period, and let's take a look at the freshman Ella Podiak. First start of the season, no numbers to really talk about.
Well, just getting her chance, as a freshman to play in a varsity game. Hey, man, that's good, and it gives the other goalie a rest a little bit. She can carry most of the load, but it's a good opportunity to get her to play, and boy, that makes the coach happy.
Yeah, if you're Wayzata, you don't want to give up a lot of shots because you want to play a good sound game, but you actually want her to see some puck too. Kind of want a little bit of both. Visitation skating the puck up through neutral here. Nice looking rush by the Blazers. Wayzata using some physicality there just inside the blue line to divert that rush, and now we have offsides as Caroline Duran was not able to hold the zone.
Well, you got Ellie Tabaka as the coach of the Visitation Blazers. You see her right there, and she's done a good job. They can't skate that well with Wayzata, but their positioning and knowing what to do with the puck is pretty good. They've been coached up as to play the game and do the best with what they got.
Tabaka's about as young as you can be for a high school varsity coach. She's straight out of college, played last year at Augsburg. Here she is on the bench of coaching the varsity team. Started her career at St. Thomas. Finished up at Augsburg as Wayzata just had a great scoring chance once again, and it's Olivia Ream in the middle of it. Ream tries to get that pass back, but it was intercepted nicely by the Blazers. This puck will go, again, they're going to wave off the icing. Not a bad call here in a game like this. Schindler will go back to get it. Plays it up through the neutral zone. Schindler still with the puck on her stick. Down the left side. Lost it for a moment. Now recovers, centers it out front. Scooping it up there is Peterson. Peterson able to get away from the defense on her backhand. I like that rotation right there as Westerberg got the handoff. And a goal right there as they're pounding it home in front was Sophia Bach. Westberg got it to the front of the net, and Bach was able to put it home. 2-1 Wayzata.
Just got herself parked in there. The D got kind of caught watching the puck go around. They forgot about Sophia Bach standing there, and she got the rebound out. Hagel made the first save. She might have made the first two saves.
Well, you saw that handoff right there. They call it a handoff, but it's a good cycle play. Even when you're not near the corner, they just taking each other's ice, and a great job by Westberg getting to the front. And Bach, the recipient, hammers it home. And Bach's learning where you can help your team out right there, and it's camping out in front. And
you never know when that puck's going to drop on your stick.
That's right.
You never know.
There's a look at the coaching staff of the Wayzata Trojans, co-head coaches. Well, father-daughter relationship between the Williamsons. And it's worked out well for Wayzata.
Taylor's the one with the scarf, guys.
My daughter's only 7 years old, but I know if I ended up coaching a high school hockey team with her, she'd be telling me what to do. She's already telling me what to do at 7. I'm guaranteeing it's going to get worse.
Oh, yeah.
Good shot on goal there from the slot. Nice effort by Lauren Hansen as she circled around the defense. You can see the Blazers' defensive approach. When they have some less experienced skaters, they kind of try to just kind of pack the middle right there, and that's giving Wayzata a lot of skating room around the outside.
Yeah, but they'll stay on the outside. They go with it. But the problem is they got to make sure they cover a gold jersey in front of that net. They can't let them stand there all by themselves.
That's right. Wayzata doing a good job of using their points right now. Another shot from the point there, whistles wide. Austin Peters' shot misses. Trojan defensemen are going to get a lot of opportunities here to fire some pucks. Now Visitation with a cross-ice pass. Racing after it goes Rappenhagen. Only goal scorer for the Blazers. Dumping in there is Haycraft as they go on the forecheck. Wayzata will reverse sides here. Work their way up the far side. Nice little breakout for the Trojans, and here they come. This is Coffin, 2-on-1. Good pass across, and just missing there was Flighter. I think she thought she had to be perfect and go top shelf there. She probably didn't. She had a little bit of room there, I thought, on the near side.
Well, it's funny when you get in that tight and you got a puck on your stick, what you do with it right away. And when you got to move that fast, sometimes it doesn't work out.
Branton getting away from the pressure of the Blazers now. Circles now with some speed as she crosses the red line. Branton into the slot on her backhand. Nice little feed. Did a good job of setting up Coffin. And they couldn't quite connect on the goal, however.
Well, Branton's been one of the top scorers for the past couple of years. Really tenacious. Gets on the puck well, plays it well.
Schindler misread that. Ricochet off the boards, and that allows Wayzata the opportunity to regroup here. Schindler's pass skips over the stick of Branton. And now the Blazers will play it off the boards. That's Killian who dumped it off the boards. And here comes a rush now for Bergstrom. Bergstrom pushed to her backhand and has the puck poked off her stick. Good defensive effort by Killian. Shot on goal there. Big save by Pagel. And puck goes out to the point. Dump back in now. Blazers are going to be on the ice here a little bit long with this shift. Killian's in some trouble. Lost the puck there. Now a little out of the corner. Ellers tried to reverse pivot there as she put her best effort to get her second goal of the game. Wayzata holds the zone. Now the Blazers are able to get a one-man breakout to get the puck out, gaining the red line. Good smart play there by Killian for the Blazers. Bouncing puck dangerously through the slot, held in at the point by Visitation. And Wayzata will break it out. Here they come. That's Ream will dump it in. Trojans going for a change of lines here. That's going to give Killian some time. As Ann Killian worked her way up the boards. Couldn't get it out though. The new line onto the ice for the Trojans have a good looking forecheck working. Peterson plays it back to the point. Now she gets it back on the half wall. Peterson goes down to an inadvertent trip. No penalty called. Held into the line by Peters, dumping it back down into the corner. 2-1 here, under 5 minutes to go. Wayzata leading Visitation. 2-1. Wayzata 3-4-1 in the season. Visitation looking for their first victory of the season. And getting the red line there and dumping in was Hannah Allen as she goes for a line change. Now, with some speed for Wayzata. Sam Matthew. Her pass was a little bit too long, and we'll go for an icing. That'll bring a face-off down inside the Wayzata zone.
Well, good try to stretch the ice out a little bit and open it up, going from one side to the other, just a little too long on an icing like that. But it was a good plan, just a little not executed well. Here's a look at Taylor Williamson, her and her father. I think this is their second year here, or third year here, I'm sorry. And yeah, they're doing a little rebuilding this year.
Tatum Flider down the left side, gets a shot right on and a big save made by Pagel. Flider showed some wheels as she got around the defense off the defensive zone face-off. The Trojans were quickly on the attack.
Well, she stayed on the move nice, but Killian just stayed centered up on the puck, or Pagel stayed up on the puck nice and just didn't let it get by her. That's just positioning.
Off the draw, Wayzata continues the attack. It's Hansen. Hansen lost it off her stick, went under the stick of Doran. And a shot from the point goes deflection wide. Hansen trying to play it to her line mate down in the corner. Now bouncing puck in front, little stick battle. And it goes into the corner where it's picked up by Hansen. Back to the point it goes. Shot from Bergstrom. It's traffic in front, now gets played into the corner. Good body contact there by Fornes as she gets it to the point. That one hits a skate. Bergstrom with it now, circles the net, looking for some help. Wayzata will complete at least 2/5 of a line change. Bergstrom still buying some time, trying to figure out what to do with this puck. Lays it back to the point for Hansen. Now Hansen will skate it in. Hansen flips it, kind of trickled off over the top of the crossbar. I think it did hit some iron.
Sounded like it.
You're seeing Wayzata right now try to figure out this kind of a different situation. They're used to chasing Edina Minnetonka around this past week. Now they're playing a team that, has to, for lack of a better way of explaining it, they don't have the talent. So they're packing a little bit, playing defense, and Wayzata's trying to figure out how selfish or unselfish to be. That's what I see what they're struggling with a little bit.
Yeah.
How many passes, rather than, let's get a big lead and let's start firing some pucks,
Mm-hmm. Well, the good news is they've got bodies in front, too, though. Even though they're taking the shots, there's two people in front at all times. The other thing I like, too, is they are hitting the net. I hate when you miss the net. You got people in front that can get a rebound. Make the goalie work.
And what you want to do if you're Wayzata in this situation is continue to make the right hockey play, no matter what the situation is. Just make nice firm passes. Shoot the puck when you're supposed to shoot. Pass the puck when you're supposed to pass. And it goes back to the point. Westberg plays it to her partner. Shot on goal and a rebound in his goal. There's that traffic out in front. And this one right here, it looks like it's going to be Gretchen Branton, the leading goal scorer for Wayzata. And she did a good job of screening the shot from the point, and then I think she cleaned up the garbage in front by getting the goal.
She did. That's her 7th goal of the year. Nice pass there. Gets it in front, and of course the Trojans are there. And yeah, she just had her stick right, had to pull back to her left a little bit, but yanked it in. Sloan Matthews was there too. That's a good sign for Wayzata. At this point, Joe, you got to start smelling the blood in the water and put it away.
Yeah, put pucks in the net. We're going to have our first penalty of the game. There was a lot of body contact on the near boards here. We like the effort, but again, it looked like a little bit of a check, and it's going to be McKinley Haycraft that's scanning off to the penalty box here. So Wayzata will get its first opportunity in the power play. Let's take a look at that penalty.
And you see her come in there, and that's a body check.
Yeah, that's a good boys hockey play.
It is. That's a good check. Can't do that in girls hockey.
Are there any discussions to allow just checks like that? I mean, now that the boys aren't really blowing each other up anymore and just using checking as a way to get the puck?
Well, you teach how to rub and be physical without being overtly physical because it's part of the game. But if you ask the girls if they wanted to let them hit, they would say yes. I'll guarantee you.
Blazers are currently 5-on-3 because they lost a player due to an injury there as one of the Blazer forwards blocked a shot and had to head to the bench for some medical attention as her foot's a little sore. So now her replacement's out there, so it is 5-on-4 now.
When you're new to hockey, that's kind of a different thing. You got all this equipment on, but that puck sometimes just finds the right spot.
The shot right on there by Matthews was deflected nicely in front, but Pago making the save for Visitation. Now Matthews gives it up to Branton. Branton hangs one off the pipe. She was going near side, saw that space over the top of the goaltender's blocker. Now Matthews will fire one on, and Pago gobbles that one right up for a stoppage of play. 53 seconds to go in this power play opportunity for the Trojans.
We'll take a look at this next shot. We think hit the pipe because I did hear it. So did you, Joe. Oh, yeah.
That's the save.
Yeah.
That was the one from Matthews. The pipe was the earlier shot for Branton. I think that was a pretty good looking shot for Branton. I think she picked the right side to shoot at, too. Correct side, I should say.
Matthews, my God, yeah. Almost found that crack on the short side.
No goal called there. They blew their whistle. Pagel was in the process of covering that up, but it had her hand kind of slashed and knocked the puck in there. It was Sophia Bach trying to find her second of the night. Wayzata goes D to D here. It's Peters and Schindler at the point. Now a shot from Lindahl missed. Bach with it. Back to Schindler. Schindler to Peters. Peters with a lot of space up top there. Will flip it towards the net. And good job defensively that time by covering up the Wayzata players. Not a great chance. Now Lindahl fires one right into the midsection of Pagel. And we have another stoppage of play. 32 seconds to go in the period. 11 seconds in the Wayzata power play.
Well, Visitation is getting a little bit tougher in front. They were rubbing all over Sophia Bach there. And not letting her stand all by herself. And, that's going to help the goalie.
Peters skates to the middle. Leaves it for Lindahl. Lindahl goes back down low. You wanted to see Lindahl shoot there?
Yeah, I definitely wanted to see Lindahl shoot this right in front, 10 feet. I'd take that shot.
Wendell, good pass there.
There you go.
To Bach. Bach muscles her way to the net, and again, it's Pagel.
Boy, Bach's feeling it now. Now that she got that goal, all of a sudden she's all over that cage.
Pagel's seen 21 shots, 18 saves now in this first period.
Yeah, you can see her driving in there, getting in tight.
Peters shot, Pagel save, and you know what? She as she was sliding, she used that desperation attempt with her stick. I think she deflected the next shot over the goal. Now centering feet out there as the buzzer sounds. Bach got another chance in front, and the buzzer sounds, bringing it into that first period. 3-1 Wayzata over Visitation. Shots on goal 21-3 in that first period. So there you have it. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with the first intermission. Stats and highlights to come here on CCX Sports.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Back at the pick with Dan Fick and I'm Joe Moline. It's the Wayzata Trojans leading the Visitation Blazers 3-1 after one period of play. First intermission stats and highlights here. A lot of action, most of it happening in the Visitation. And as we take a look at their first goal, a deflection in front goes off Ehlers. She gets credit for the goal. A lot of the work, though, done there by Olivia Ream, who gets the assist. Then it was an interception. Good play there by Lauren Reppenhagen, intercepting that pass, then going up over the goalie's shoulder. Tied the game up at 1. That was firing up the squad for Visitation. That tie game didn't last too long. No Wayzata gets some front of the net action there from Sophia Bach. She bangs one home. 2-1 with Trojans. And then again, rebound in front. Good effort there by Gretchen Branton. She scores the third goal for Wayzata, her 7th of the year, leading all Trojans in scoring this season. First period stats, 3 shots on goal for Visitation. 23 for Wayzata. And the scoring chance is 6-1 in favor of the Trojans. Trojans really dominated the play down into the zone, but the scoring chance is only being 6 because they kind of stayed to the outside quite a bit. Put some shots on from a distance, and then crashed the net. There's your late conference standings here in 2021. What an interesting season it's been. Of course, this time of year we'd be getting ready for the... we'd be right in the thick of playoffs, I think, for girls hockey.
Yep. If
we Valentine's Day time. So there you look at it. Edina off to a great start once again, 5-0 in conference play, 8-0 overall. Obviously one of the best team in the state of Minnesota. Right behind them is the Minnetonka Skippers. Eden Prairie, Wayzata, North Wright County, fighting for that kind of middle tier spot. Buffalo down there at the end at 0-5. There you have it. First period stats and highlights and the standings. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to drop the puck for period number 2. It's Wayzata 3, Visitation 1. You're watching high school girls hockey here on CCX Sports.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes, and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Welcome back to the pick. Plymouth Ice Center, along with Dan Ficken, I'm Joe Moline. First period action, Wayzata leading the Visitation Blazers 3-1. Look at them. Everyone's excited to be on TV. Gotta love it. The coolest thing about this is the game will live forever out there on YouTube, right? And
yeah, absolutely.
Pretty cool opportunity to come out here, give it your best effort, and play your best hockey, because you'll look back on this game and be able to reference it and take a look.
It's one of the few places where the kids can get on TV at high school age and get an opportunity to kind of see themselves and playing against it. So this period, well, Visitation keep that front of the net blocked up. Make Wayzata skate around and work from the outside. They started covering up well in the front of the net there at the end of the period. They need to keep that up and just wait for a break. And they took good advantage of a break earlier in the period, in the first period, and scored a goal to tie it. And you just got to keep waiting for those breaks. Play good position, stay where you are, or know where to be. And that can do a lot to offset a good hockey team.
Yeah, and then you saw that Wayzata's trying to go D to D as much as possible, and that's what Visitation was able to capitalize on as anticipation. Rappenhagen read that play, got in there and got a breakaway, and that's the kind of opportunities you got to key in on if you're Visitation right now. Is you're hunkered down playing good solid defense, and then see if you can intercept some passes and get after it. Off the face-off, puck enters the Visitation zone, and here comes the Blazers out the other way. They'll dump it in. Good play there as they go onto the forecheck now. Racing after it goes Haycraft. Haycraft had a good first period, including a nice little body check penalty, but good physical player, hustler for Visitation. And here comes Allison Peters down the right side. Peters will drop it there for Lindahl, and Lindahl hits the deck as she gets taken down. Puck goes out in the slot area. The Visitation able to play the puck up to center. Grabbing it there is Mathy. Near side play to Peters. Peterson gets to the blue line, and she'll toss it in as the Trojans complete the line change. Killian goes after it, and Killian for Visitation gets it up to the wall. And now the Blazers will play the puck out of the zone. They go cross ice to the near side here for Hansen. Hansen will give it back to her D though. Schindler over to her partner. And now Blazers here on the forecheck trying to keep the puck into the Wayzata zone. Trojans played out. Bouncing puck here near the near side. Racing after it goes Hansen. She overskates it. Goes back and retrieves it now. Hansen circling around the outside of the defense, then puts a shot on goal. Solid save there by Pagel. No rebound to be had.
Well, Hansen, just got it rolling around good there. She just couldn't quite, get an opening in there to make it go down. See the movement there, and finally got a shot, but off to the side, obviously. And they're getting pushed off to the side to take bad angle shots. That's what you got to do if you're the Blazers.
Nice stick work there by Fenlon as she knocked the puck out to the neutral zone. Bergstrom going cross ice into the zone. They come 2-on-2. Flighter. Her shot hits the glass behind the net. After it is Hansen. Lauren Hansen down low. Coming out with it is Flighter. Flighter will play it back to the point for Bergstrom. Shot again missing wide. And Visitation takes control. Racing out of the zone, not quite getting to the red line before she sent it down. They do wave off the icing though. That was Killing on the effort. Nice job done right there by Hannah Allen, keeping the puck in for a moment. Now Visitation will send the puck back to the Wayzata blue line. Bergstrom circles away from the pressure, plays it up the wall. Nice bang pass right there. Comes Branton. Branton across for Matthews. Now Branton gets it back. Down low for Matthews. Branton, good body contact, good defensive work done there. Down low. Again, it was Haycraft, not afraid to be physical. Game of catch right there between Coffin and Branton. And now it's Westerberg who plays it off the wall. And a chance there from Sloan Matthews, but had her shot blocked.
Well, they're getting away from getting people in front of the net. If you notice, there were not gold jerseys in front of Pagel, and that's kind of changed. Maybe they're settling for outside shots and stuff. And you're going to play right into Visitation's hands if that's what you're going to do.
Matthews got the puck up to the line, now gets it to Branton. Branton into the zone, one-on-one, has Matthews coming down the right side. She finds her, and Matthews will tuck it. No, it's not in. I thought it was a goal for sure, but we might have seen the save of the night. Can't wait to see that replay. It might have been Pagel sprawled out, making a...
Did she get that pad across?
I believe that might be the case. Here comes Matthews. Goes for the breakaway pass. That went off the skate. It should have been no icing. I thought that might have hit Ream's skate, but...
I thought it did too. Maybe we'll get a chance to look at that save and see Pagel. Yeah, they're congratulating her and patting her on the back. Thank you, thank you.
Well, first of all, what a pass by Brampton.
No kidding.
To see Matthews. Matthews, good stake to stick, and then just didn't tuck it in. She forgot to go up top. She didn't think that the goal... Oh, she slid it right into her.
Slid right into Pagel.
What a save by Pagel, though. Yeah, Matthews will have nightmares about that one.
Yeah, she's going to see that one in a while. Boy, maybe that first goal of the year is just going to be hard to come by.
Shot there, misses wide. Rebound comes all the way out to the point for Peters. Peters winds up, puts a shot on goal, tipped in front by Ream. Now Ream trying to bang it home, and Ream will finally run out of time as the goaltender Pagel eventually covered up and whistle comes. 12:31, 9 to go in the second period.
Well, so far Pagel's handled 28 shots on goal, making 25 saves. And we're not halfway through the first period or second period. She's doing a great job and just hanging in there. In that first game we did this year between Maple Grove and Blaine, everybody came in. Maple Grove being highly touted, and Blaine beat them 1-0. Their goaltender. Oh my gosh! Look at that!
What a snipe that was. We'll catch a number in a moment, but the Blazers double their goal total on the year here tonight in Plymouth against Wayzata. What a shot that was. Hannah Allen, junior for Visitation, absolutely sniped this one over the goaltender for Wayzata and just ripped it.
Wow, that was a sniping shot. That was a beauty. My gosh, and now it's a one-goal game.
Yeah, we've got an interesting game now, 3-2.
Well, Hannah Allen taking advantage of the situation with just a nice, hard, accurate shot into the upper corner. And they're right back in this thing.
They pull the puck off the ice. It must have been a first career goal for Hannah Allen. That puck went into the pocket of the head coach, Ellie Tabaka, and reason to celebrate, but more importantly, you're in a 3-2 game. There's no reason to stop now if you're Visitation. Try to go out there and get that first win of the year.
Well, taking advantage of your opportunities and knowing what to do when you get them. You know, they had one interception that got their first goal. This is just a nice play off a turnover, and they put it away.
Racing puck out near the blue line for Wayzata. Back to get it is Bergstrom. Nice pass up through the neutral zone. Flighter will regroup now with some speed across the line. She's got a 3-on-2, but she's going to do it alone. And has her shot deflected into the corner. A big attempt there by Lauren Hansen as she wound up for the one-timer in the slot and misfired, or actually missed contact altogether, rather. And Katie Pagel will cover this one up. Good save there by Pagel, getting some congratulations from her team. So what a change of events. It was going to be a 4-1 game, but then that big save by Pagel, and then they come down and score. There's the big swing and a miss from Hansen.
Just mistimed it.
Pagel kicks that one aside. Rebound goes into the corner. Traffic in front, and there you see it right there. That's how Wayzata has scored most of their goals, just mucking it up in front, and Sloan Matthews will be the recipient of that muck.
She got her first goal of the year there, boy, and that's a big monkey off the back for her. She's been one of the leading scorers for them for 3 years, and to wait this far into the season before she gets her first goal, but she makes a nice play here in front. She's just battling hard and finally gets that backhand to go in.
Give Mallory Coffin the assist, as she's the one that got the first initial shot on goal. Pagel makes these saves. She's making the first save often. She just needs a little more help from a defenseman to clear out on those rebounds.
And they're doing better on that. They're starting to take the body in front too, so that's improving for them.
Allen lost the puck there at center ice. Coffin will touch the puck up. It's delayed offsides there on Wayzata, so we'll have a face-off. 10:51 to go in the second period. 4-2 Wayzata. Battle of two non-conference teams. They got on the schedule last year and battled it out pretty well. Visitation held their own against Wayzata, losing by just a goal last year.
2-1.
Here comes Allen, just scored the big goal. Now she makes a real smart hockey play there. It was 1-on-3 and just dumped it into the corner. Puck gets put up the wall. Allen tried to cycle it back down low. And it's picked up by Peters. Over to Mathy. Mathy the breakout pass, and then long pass from Peterson's going to be too long. That's going to be icing on Wayzata. So big face-off here for Visitation. I always think when you're the underdog and you're a little bit outmanned and you're getting outshot in the way that they are, offensive zone face-offs are great opportunities to create some scoring chances.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You always want to play in the other team's zone. You don't want to play in your zone.
Jelly Tabaka again, first year coaching and played her high school hockey, I believe at Tartan is what I read. So on the east side of town. Race for the puck here. Nice effort from Hansen, putting all kinds of pressure on the Visitation defenseman. Wayzata wanted a penalty, no call. To the point it goes. Peters, her shot was going wide, got tipped wide as well. Peters will get it back here now. Peters walks it in. This one from the top of the circle goes off the backside of the Breezers and one of the Blazers players. Into the corner it goes. On the forecheck is Fornes. Fornes trying to get some help from Tatum Flighter. Last shot there. Off the stick of Hansen. Hit some traffic in front, went to the corner. Visitation plays it out to the red line now. Back to get it is Mathy. Mathy gains the red line, dumps it in, but we have a delayed offsides here on Wayzata. It's going to take forever for him to get offside, back on sides with all that traffic near the bench there in the line change. Here comes a rush for Visitation. A little shot on goal. Off the backhand. Wayzata plays it out. Here they come. Down the side comes Coffin. Coffin, nice defensive positioning again. Been very impressed with the play of McKinley Haycraft here tonight, using her body there to take away that scoring chance. Good save again. Blow the whistle. No, it was looked to be covered for a moment, then eventually.
Well, the one thing that they're doing well at Visitation, they know how to play defense. They're staying in good position, staying on the inside of each player, not letting them come and keeping them outside. In the offensive zone, they're getting it down there and they send one person in, but they got to have a second person following up to seal off that forecheck, maybe get a little time in the Wayzata zone.
Wayzata had a chance off the draw, but missed the net. Now Blazers regain control. Nice little breakout here. Good job by the Blazers out of the zone. It's 3-on-1 if they can get the puck on sides here. Here comes a chance. Off the crossbar. Big scoring chance there. Now a tip in front. Another save made by the freshman goalie for Wayzata, Ella Podiak. But another great chance for Visitation. Sending that one off the crossbar was McKinley Haycraft.
Well, they're getting opportunities. I have to look a little more closer, but I think our freshman goaltender from Wayzata is not getting out on the crease and cutting angles down. I think she's staying a little too tight to the net.
Nice block shot there.
Yeah.
As the shot from Maddie Westerberg gets deflected. Let's take a look at that scoring chance from Visitation.
Got her head up real nice, knew exactly where she wanted to go and just boinks it off the pipe. The goalie's best friend and a good shooter's enemy. Nice shot.
Four to 2 Wayzata right now. Wayzata looking, if they win here, to get back to 500. They're 3-4-1 in the season. If you just joined us, Visitation 0-8 on the season. Their last game was a 19-0 loss to Orono. And really impressive to come out here tonight and put forth the kind of effort we've seen from them, you know, when you endure a tough loss like that one. Wayzata themselves had a tough last 2 games too, playing Edina and Minnetonka, losing both those games.
Well, you take each game as they come. You know, we're kind of halfway through the season now, and there's, you know, it's still a lot of season. You want to get ready for that last 3 games, starting in the sections there, to start bonding and curing the ills that you've had with your team during the regular season.
7:14 to go here in the second period. More than halfway through it here, and it's been a good second period. Chances both sides of the ice, and I gotta say, I think Visitation's played way better hockey here in the second period than the first period. They've gotten better defensively, as you mentioned, but I think they're just doing better in the neutral zone type battles too, and getting the puck out of their zone. They're just on the puck more.
Well, they're starting to get opportunities. They just doubled their first period shot total, and that'll juice you up. That'll get you rolling. That we're getting some opportunities here, and we're taking advantages of them.
Nathy on the breakout for Wayzata. Skating up the wall before she's bodied off the puck. Wayzata regroups now. And here comes a chance as the Trojans walk in. That shot gets blocked up and over the goal. It's Flighter down low, trying to get the puck out to the point. She does so to Peters. Peters goes D to D now to Mathy. Their shot goes off the back wall wide. And waiting for it there is Allen. Makes a cross-ice pass here. Race for the puck there. It was intended for Reppenhagen. And now it's Haycraft trying to get it out. Reppenhagen will get it. Held in at the line by Wayzata. And then Reppenhagen does eventually get the puck out of the zone for Visitation. Oh, back to get it now is Bergstrom. Bergstrom trying to get some speed going as she crosses center ice. Into the slot area. Gets around the defender. What a beautiful move. And then a save. Two saves. Even on the rebound.
Pagel gets that puck in her glove. She just pulls it right up. Says, I got it. Leave me alone.
Katie Pagel.
Nice save. Nice save.
Nice move by Bergstrom. Goes right around the defenseman. Gets in. Probably could have just tucked it in on the backhand, but big save by Pagel. Katie Pagel. Katie not spelled conventionally, by the way, just so you know. It's C-A-D-Y. A different way of spelling. Katie Pagel with another big save right now. Sloan Matthews with the one-timer.
Well, she's looking to get that second one, but Pagel so far standing up to it pretty good.
Pagel with her 28th save of the night. 32 shots on goal now here.
They kind of move things out now, Wayzata. They're taking the people about 10 feet out in the slot there and trying to get it out there. Matthews is wide open out there. Got a good shot out.
Off the draw, it's Gretchen Branton. She'll wind up and puts that one up over the top. Branton gets a second chance. This time she goes low, and Pagel, nice little flipper save. Matthews with it to the point for Peters. Back down low for Branton. Peters gets it. Shot gets blocked in front. And pinching in there is Schindler. Matthews sends one wide now. And Peters will pinch in to keep it down low. Out of the corner comes Ehlers. Nice pass behind the net to Branton. Branton circles out, hits the outside of the post, it looked like.
Here's where that second period can hurt you. Visitation cannot get players off the ice, and they got that long change, Joe, to the far box. And they're getting stuck in their zone. They're going to run out of gas here pretty quick.
Sophia Bach gets it to the point for Bergstrom. Wayzata's completed a line change already. Mm-hmm. And same players on the ice for Visitation. That's what they needed right there.
That's what they needed, yep.
Shot on goal by Peters, but it was right in the midsection of the goaltender Pagel, and she did not allow a rebound on that one. 4:14 to go in the second. 4-2 Wayzata.
Good puck movement by the Trojans. They're moving the puck around really well, and they're creating some good opportunities. These point shots, though, Pagel's showing that she's up to it, and they're kind of keeping the alley clear, not letting somebody in front of her anymore. And I don't know why the Trojans have stopped that, because that's what the bread and butter in the first period.
Nice play off the boards there by Hannah Allen, and tries to get it across here to Reppenhagen. Reppenhagen got all the way down in between the two circles in that scoring area, but couldn't quite pull the trigger. Out the other way comes Ehlers. Ehlers into the zone. First goal scorer of the game for Wayzata. Gets to her forehand, but then gets it poked off her stick. Good defensive play. Here come the Blazers the other way. Reppenhagen down the left side. Gets to the slot, puts a shot on goal. Rebound! And it bounces back over the behind the goal. Now the puck goes all the way to the point. Killian will try to dump it down low. Doesn't get it deep enough. And Wayzata's able to clear it out now.
Well, just another good play. But, once every 3-4 minutes, Visitation gets an opportunity. And you can see one here, they're coming down and makes a nice shot, goes in between the defense's leg, and I think it partially screened the goalie a little bit. And then what I really like is 2 red jerseys are right down there in front of the net going after it. Yeah, it's amazing what scoring a few goals can do for you mentally.
Comes Wayzata into the zone. They're going to be called offsides as Fornes had one of her line mates across the line a little too early. You think for Wayzata's confidence level to get into the second half of their schedule, some big key games coming up here in a few weeks, they're going to have. What you think here is they're in a battle right now. They're only up 4-2, and they know it's one of those games where they, on paper, are supposed to win, if not win big. And you got to feel that as the game goes on and the Visitation hangs around, it's got to be just frustrating for them. And you can see maybe. We haven't seen it in bad penalties or bad calls or bad plays, but you got to believe that they're probably pretty frustrated right now with the scoreboard, despite the fact being up 4-2.
Well, I don't know. They're getting a lot of shots, and that helps. If they weren't getting a lot of shots, that'd be one thing. This is a situation where, they're just having trouble scoring this year.
Yeah, probably just kind of bummed out that they're playing against a hot goalie.
Well, yeah. That'll bug any good scorer if the goalie's getting the best of them most of the time. But, they're having trouble scoring this year, and with the amount of shots that they've gotten, it kind of tells right now.
So on the season for Wayzata, they came into this season being outscored by their opponents 20-13. They don't give up a lot, but they have had a hard time putting the puck in the net, is what Dan was alluding to. A shot percentage, of 6.4%. Then you factor that in, and that means goalies are, have a 93.4 save percentage against you. That's awfully good. You're not scoring enough goals if you're Wayzata.
Well, they've yet to score a power play goal this year, the Trojans.
Nice block in front of the net there on the shot from the point. Branton buying some time here, walks it in, left dot. Nice pass. What a beautiful feed. Boy, she's got some kind of vision. That's 2 unbelievable passes where I didn't know if she saw the player that was open, but she saw it all along. She was waiting longer and setting Sloan Matthews up. Boy, that's great vision.
Well, now, you can see why she's been the leading scorer on the team, and she's helped her teammate, Taylor Sloan, get off the Schneider now and got her second goal, which is a great shot after a great pass. And, at that range, that's tough to make that save, especially when the shooter knows exactly where she's going.
The one of the more subtle but impressive things that she did there is she loaded that up like she was about to rip it.
Yeah.
And that makes that goalie go down, right? Or prepare to go down at least.
Yep.
And then she fired a pass across. But, she looked like she was about to rip the hardest shot of her life. And that was just a setup. And Matthews gets another goal, but it was a tremendous feed from her line mate Branton. 5-2 now, Wayzata leads. And if you're Visitation, you want to hang around here and make a game of it, you got to score here the next one. It'd be tough to come back from 6-2. And 5-2, you get to make it 5-3, and Visitation's maybe in this one. Next one's a big one for both squads.
Well, they haven't stopped battling, that's for sure.
Offsides coming up here on Wayzata.
This period's actually been better too as far as pace, etc. It's been a lot more up-tempo than the first period was. A lot less whistles and a lot less icing.
Off the draw, Blazers win the face-up. They go D to D and try to go up through the middle on the breakout attempt. Now misplaying the puck a little bit there was the Wayzata defenseman, Annie Bergstrom, which gave Visitation a chance here. Now Bergstrom gets the puck back, plays it up to her winger, Schneider, who lost it.
Now that they've supported each other, see the effectiveness of the forecheck? They got 3 people in there all working the situation.
Bergstrom scoops it up for Wayzata. Her pass a little bit too far, goes off the defenseman's stick though, and Kate Killian will have to go back into the zone for Tough call there. Killian's going to get the penalty, but they were both being bodied. This is where Killian, this is just an opinion here, Killian almost gets in trouble for being the stronger one of the two, or at least in that moment. Seriously, they were pushing each other the whole way into the corner, and then Killian just kind of won the battle, which meant that she got the penalty.
Yep. And it went into the boards, and she was partially facing the back.
Look at them. They're both pushing each other here.
Yeah, they are.
And then what? Killian just kind of...
Oh, nope.
Killian had leverage.
Yep.
I don't know. It's a tough call because it's like...
Well, if it was boys hockey, it would be no problem, but there's no body checking there. It was a good check, and she didn't try to hurt her or anything. She just tried to take her out of the play, and she did a good job doing that.
Well, key moment here for Wayzata now. You would like to see what you can set up here in the 30 seconds that remain in this second period. And Dan mentioned that they haven't scored in the power play yet this year, so this is pretty big for the Trojans to get this power play taken.
They're 0 for 17 so far.
There's a shot from the point, and again, Pagel just so good at just not allowing a rebound. If it hits her in the right spot, she's not giving up a rebound.
Well, and she's positioned nice up on top of the crease, too, so she's really cutting angles down very well. She follows the puck extremely well, and they're cutting it down around her a little bit, too. They're covering a little bit better.
Off the faceoff, Visitation won the draw. They were able to send it all the way down. God, it's nice to see that. I'm around youth hockey right now, and these things that USA Hockey's done with no delayed offsides and no icing on the penalty kill. It's been rough. Oh, stick save right there. Shot from a tight angle from Peters just as the buzzer was about to sound. So Trojans get one good shot there at the end of the power play, but it's going to be a minute 30 of power play time left when the third period resumes.
But a good period for, I think, Visitation, too. I think they came back. They got another goal. Only gave up a couple. And they're hanging in there pretty good. They're getting outshot right now 43-7. But you wouldn't tell that by looking at the score.
Absolutely. 5-2. Wayzata leads after 2. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back for those second period stats and highlights. You're watching high school sports here on CCX Sports. Good evening on this balmy Minnesota night here from Plymouth at the Plymouth Ice Center. And it's it's Valentine's Eve, right? 5-2 Wayzata leads the Visitation Blazers. And the Trojans are looking to get some more goals. 43 shots on goal, 5 goals. Run into a hot goaltender here tonight. Let's take a look at some of those second period highlights now and how we got here. This is Visitation. A big goal right there. That one made this game tight, 3-2. And a lot of excitement there after that shot and the goal from Hannah Allen. What a snipe that was for the captain for Visitation. They were pumped up on that one. So a 3-2 game. Wayzata, though, came back, and kind of some of their leaders started stepping up here. This in front of the net. Sloan Matthews, junior captain, gets a goal right there. And then Matthews on the just absolutely wonderful pass there from Gretchen Bratton. They were the captains. The captain stepped up there when things got tight. That's who stepped up for Wayzata in that second period. Shots on goal. There you see it. Wayzata leading 43-7 and scoring chances. Visitation got a couple more in that second period. And Wayzata was 6 in each of the first 2 periods on that power play. Wayzata's 0 for 1 so far, but they're in the middle of their second power play right now with a minute and a half to go in that. All right, so Wayzata Trojans boys hockey team lost here earlier in the evening. They lost 7-0 to Eden Prairie, and one of those players we have a story on now here. Take a look at this package here for Jake Schneider.
Like a lot of Minnesota high school hockey players, Jake Schneider has played the sport for as long as he can remember. Now the Wayzata High School senior is in the home stretch of his high school career.
It's crazy, just like it's here before you know it, and I mean, I'm only down to like 12 games now. It's just crazy to think about, so I'm just taking it one game at a time, one practice at a time, actually, just enjoying every bit of it.
An overtime loss to Edina in last year's Section 6AA tournament semifinals fueled Jake and his teammates for this season.
Yeah, that was a super tough loss for us, and just like all the seniors, it just sucked. And this year, I think we're going to be much more ready for it, and that's kind of like our motivation for next year, and we're not going to let that happen again this year.
Schneider is among the top scorers for a talented Trojans team, and his drive to get to this point has paid off.
He's one of the hardest working kids we've had in a while, and he continues to do that this year, and it shows in practice, and it's really shown with how his games came around this year, and he's gotten so much faster and stronger over the last couple of years, and he's putting the puck in the net this way for us, or this year as well, and it's been fun to watch. His motor's always going in practice, doesn't take drills off, and always trying to work on the little things we've been talking about, whether it's asking us questions about the game and stuff like that. So it's just like, seems like his motivation, his compete factor is at a high level every single day.
Part of Jake's nearly daily regimen is finding time to work on his game away from the rink.
I have an area in my garage that I shoot pucks pretty much every single day, so I've been doing that for as long as I can remember, shooting pucks every single day, and then once or twice a week I'll wake up early in the morning and just work on my skating with a skating coach. So
Schneider gives high marks to his Wayzata hockey experience. Says he learned from watching older players in the program.
There's just been like a few older guys that have just been like always fun to watch. Like Max Zimmer was one of them. Griffin Ness was another one of them. Those guys have just like been the guys I've looked up to, and they've just been like real good role models for the Wayzata, and they've been great people, I think.
One of Jake's dreams is to play college hockey. And to reach that goal, he'll head to the North American Hockey League next season to play in Corpus Christi, Texas.
I got to know their coach really well, and I really clicked with him, so that place just seemed like a great fit for me, so I decided I want to go down there, and I think that'll be really cool just to get pretty far away from home and just get a whole new experience.
The Trojans' team grade point average is over 3.6 this season. Jake is a straight A+ student with a GPA of 4.12. With an eye on eventually going into business, his drive to succeed in academics is just as strong as the work he puts in on the rink.
Well, I don't know, I just take pride in getting good grades, and it's just like I enjoy doing school, and it's something you're going to need when you're older in life, so I mean, like, that's just something I take pride in. I enjoy learning new things every day, so I mean, you're forced to do it anyway, so might as well do it well if you're going to do it.
The Trojans will know late next month if their talent and hard work pays off in the form of the school's 4th state tournament appearance in the last 8 years. There is a belief in winning that Jake Schneider shares with his teammates.
I think we have a really good group of guys, and I think we have a good shot at it this year, so I'm really looking forward to that.
All right, thank you very much. Great story on Jake Schneider, one of the leaders of that Wayzata Trojan boys hockey team, and love the workout in the garage as well. And I saw in the background there spike ball. That makes me most excited. I miss spike ball and I miss warm days. All right, 5-2 Wayzata girls team leading Visitation right now after 2 periods. We'll be back for third period action here on CCX.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. I have a mentor, and she convinced me to continue my education.
No one receives a diploma alone.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back here in Plymouth. Along with Dan Ficken, I'm Joe Moline. It's a 5-2 Wayzata lead right now as we head to the third period. And as we were saying, take away the score for a moment here. And this is a pretty critical power play for the Trojans coming up here, Dan.
Well, if they want to open this thing up and get rolling, they need to make it work, considering the fact, too, they haven't had a power play go all year.
The other thing we're just mentioning, too, is obviously with a 5-2 game, the game's got a little bit of a cushion, but the next one's so big because 5-3 doesn't feel very comfortable if you're Wayzata, and 6-2 feels really hard to overcome if you're Visitation.
Mm-hmm. And it'll give Visitation a boost. They can kill this penalty.
Off the draw, Wayzata enters the Visitation zone right away, and they give it off to Branton, who's shown some tremendous passing ability here late in the second period. Come in handy here on the power play. Matthew fires a shot. Deflected in front. That one trickled behind the goaltender. We saw a real savvy play behind the goalie. Is Haley, I believe it was, it's McKinley Haycraft rather, who I believe shoves this puck into her goaltender. If it wasn't, it might have been Claire Olsen as well. I'm trying to get the number there. A good job done by Haycraft not to let that puck go in. Branton at the top of the circle decides to fire one. That goes off Haycraft in front. Wayzata recovers the puck though. And now another shot right there from Sloan Matthews looking for the hat trick. Branton from the dot fires again, hits traffic in front. Nice job done by Visitation. They block it and they get it out. That was a big clear.
That just illustrates how important blocks are, especially in that tight there. They can make a big, big difference. Don't depend on your goalie all the time. Get yourself in front of it. Don't let it get to the goalie.
Matthews down the right side. Top of the circle. Stick handles away from the defense. We're not on the same page of Branton, though, as she missed on the drop pass, and Branton had to go back and get it. Puck works its way to the point now. Snapshot missed wide off the stick of Hackley. Now it's nice pass by Matthews. Good deflection down low by Branton, but quickly covering it up was Katie Pagel. Pagel makes a big save there on the short side. Nice little idea there. I think that was an intentional shot low for a tip-in from Branton.
Even so, it goes into the lower pads, not into her stomach, and so Pagel can't control that rebound as well on a shot that low.
So Wayzata not able to exercise those power play demons here, as they are now 0 for 2 in the power play this evening, despite having, I don't know, maybe 10 of their 47 shots happening on the power play here tonight. And those 2 power play chances, they had a lot of shots on both power plays, just couldn't find the back of the net.
Well, when you're in the scoring club having trouble, you need to throw as much rubber at the net as possible. But I like what they were doing in the first period, where they were just getting in the face of Pagel and kind of disrupting her. You could see when she wasn't disturbed, she's going to make a save. I mean, and you just give her a clear shot at the puck or a good eye view of it, and she's going to swallow it all up.
One thing I haven't spent a ton of time on here tonight is just the youth of this Visitation team. I haven't spent a lot of time talking about, how old some of these girls are. Is get a chance here from Wayzata. A good shot on goal. Pagel makes the save. She's a junior goaltender, but we mentioned the play several times here tonight of McKinley Haycraft, solid player. She's only an 8th grader, folks, and Laura Reppenhagen, a 10th grader.
Kate Killian.
Kate Killian's a freshman. Ann Killian, a freshman. I've called her name a few times. Caroline Duran's gone out there, and Maggie Fenlon, and only an 8th grader as well. So you're dealing with some very young hockey players as well. That, let's be honest. Normally, players that age would be playing, U15s, and here they are on the varsity stage against a classic Lake team.
They're getting some good experience here too, and you just don't think about this year. You think about next year.
This one's going to be called off.
Called off, yeah. Guess who?
Player in the crease, Sophia Bach, sitting up shot there. I don't know if I actually agree with the call. I thought Bach was kind of set up exactly where you're supposed to be set up, but let's take a look. Bach's down low, top of the crease, wherever you're supposed to be. That's kind of a tough call.
Yeah.
It might have been that she was in the crease earlier, and he just took a while to pull down his mask and get his whistle ready, which is a thing this year. If you're, I mean, to be honest with you, you can't yell at refs for having slow whistles right now. They're following the CDC guidelines.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I've seen a lot of late whistles this year because they got these stinking masks on. They got to pull them down and then blow them. You lose a whole second there. Wayzata with a chance and a save by Pagel. She sprawled out and the puck goes over the net again. Oh man, Pagel's been fighting for her life tonight, and it's been fun to watch.
She has been extraordinary, actually. She's done a fantastic job. But Visitation's getting better around her. I mean, some of the things that they've been doing all of a sudden since the start of the game, they're better. Pipe.
Sloan Matthews puts one off the post, and Pagel's had a couple of those ones as well tonight to help her out. Now Matthews from in tight. This one right there, she just makes no mistake. Hits the back line. That's actually not Matthews, so I apologize. That's Mallory Coffin. 32 and 22 look similar sometimes, and they also play a little bit similar, as Coffin blasted that one to the top of the right corner.
Well, she makes a nice move here and just cuts to the front real quick and just gets that upper corner and rips it good. She just walked in all alone.
And that right there, we talked about, you saw that piece in between periods with the boys player from Wayzata, and that's a dryland goal right there. That shot right there in tight to be able to get that one up to the top shelf. That's something you work on in dryland. It can happen in the summer when you're not even on the ice, because that right there doesn't come naturally to be able to get that puck up so quickly. Branton fires one wide from deep in the slot.
We used to have our girls hockey teams through the off season to shoot 100 pucks a day and chronicle them.
Yeah.
And then have the parents sign off on it each day as they did their 100 pucks. Well, you wouldn't believe how much that improved their shooting.
You do a lot of anything, you're going to be good at it. So it's just decide what you're going to do in your life, right?
Yep.
Puck goes in the corner, scooped up. Westerberg circles the net, puts it out front. What a pass.
Right on the stick.
Julia Lindahl put that one home. That's where, just to be a little critical of Visitation there, they got a player right there defending it. You're in position, now you got to make the play. And that's, it's hard because you don't want to get called for an interference penalty or a hooking penalty, but you got to have an active stick, and that stick shouldn't be
well, the defense can be a little more aggressive in front of their net. The refs tend to know that that's tough territory, and they generally tend to give a little body contact. So Visitation needs to step out and attack and be aggressive on the shooters coming in, but they'll get that figured out.
Do you think Coach Williamson's, plural, spent a little bit of time in between periods talking about just get pucks to the net, get some traffic up front? That's where good things are happening. It seems like they're back to that strategy that worked.
Yep.
Flighter, good-looking pass right there. Nice little 2-on-1 and a finish from Lindahl. Lindahl gets a pair on this shift off great feeds. That one from a nice pass from Tatum Flighter. And Visitation's going to use a timeout. It was kind of bang, bang, bang. All of a sudden it's 7-2. But look at this passing play.
It's beautiful, and they're finding the spots now. They're going up top on her now, on Pagel, who's played a really good game. But these are all learning things. I mean, Wayzata's learning here tonight too. They're getting their shots, and then they're finding spots, and they're learning how to attack the net. Visitation, my thought was about a minute before that goal, they looked like they were getting a little tired. And we got to remember there's two lines there.
Yeah.
And they're battling against the late conference team. Then they're probably getting a little rubber leg, but there's no quit in them.
Well, and people can take this the wrong way if they choose to, but they're also they're not as good.
No.
So they're chasing the puck more often, and that's more tiring than having the puck.
Right.
You look at any sport, right? So you're playing defensive hockey versus you're in the offensive zone. Tell me when you're more tired, if you spend a minute in your defensive zone or a minute in your offensive zone. And it's the same thing for football. Why do they take defensive linemen in and out of a game throughout a drive? It's very tenacious playing defense compared to offense when you're dictating the play.
Well, you're reacting and you're changing direction all the time, and that takes it out of your legs. I know I played defense for 30 years, for heaven's sake. So it's understandable. So far the fight's been good, though. They've made Wayzata work hard.
Yeah, but so my point of that being was that when you have a smaller bench and you're chasing and you're working hard to defend your net, you're going to be tired.
Yep.
You're earning that. You're earning that Sunday off tomorrow if you're Visitation.
But the experience they're gaining and at least their basic knowledge of playing defensive positioning is good.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now they just work on the skills, get better, get used to playing with one another, get into dry land. Let's see what happens next year. And then the year after that, they're young. I mean, there's nothing but up and coming for the Blazers here.
Out of that timeout, 8-2 now. Wayzata in the lead. And Visitation finally gets the puck down into the Trojan zone a little bit, where they can go back on the attack a little bit here. Wayzata with a quick little breakout. Race for the puck at the neutral zone. And a chance for Wayzata. Lauren Hansen down the left side. Knocks the stick away from her defender, Reppenhagen. Race for the puck there in the corner. 3 Blazers, 2 Trojans. Trojans come away with it. Hansen to the top of the circle. Plays it over to Schindler, who dumps it back down into the corner. And after it goes Killian. Killian goes down. As Ehlers is in the attack. And Visitation's able to get the puck out past center now. And Schindler will go back, regroup. Long pass up to Hansen. Hansen down the left side, has it knocked off her stick. To the point for Schindler. Shot goes into the glove of Pagel, who hangs on for a face-off inside the Visitation zone. Running time now here with an 8-2 lead.
Well, Wayzata right now is just, they're moving the puck around really good. Their passing's gotten a lot better here in the third period compared to the first. And that's part of putting all of this together.
On the draw, Trojans win. Branton looking to make a play with the puck. Always looking for that next best play. Branton in the corner now, circling. And she tried to feed it out front. Got her pass denied by Pagel.
Well, she needs to pass the puck more. I mean, that's the way you open up thing. You move the puck rather than yourself because the puck moves faster. A little too much carrying it around. I understand what she was doing, trying to find the opening, but sometimes you just got to move it around and let it go.
We got a penalty here on Wayzata, and I didn't understand the symbol he used when he dictated what to call us. So I'm going to have to listen into the PA announcer because it was an unconventional penalty. It was almost like a delay of game type penalty or something, but they were on the offensive end. So I'm going to have to take a look now. It's the stick got a little bit high there, but he didn't call high sticking. Christine Peterson.
I still don't see it. Oh well. Refs down on the ice, we're not. Boy, this would be a good opportunity if they could pull one out, get a power play goal here.
I gotta admit, I couldn't quite make out what he said for the penalty as well. The sound system's beautiful here. It sounds wonderful, but I couldn't quite understand what he said for the penalty. So, nevertheless, shorthanded, Wayzata with a chance there, and not able to finish the play was Branton. Brandon goes to the bench. That leaves a little bit of a situation down here. A shorthanded goal, so Wayzata will score shorthanded before they score on the power play. That's Sam Matthew.
Yeah.
Matthew who blasts one in, making it 9-2 now, Wayzata.
Yep, she went high again. Pretty much all the goals now, the last 4 or 5 have been scored up high. And Pagel's done a great job, but she goes down. Well, she didn't really go down that time. It just beat her, point blank. I think the defense screened her a little bit too.
Yeah, the 2 defenses for that one are have a glove that can get on it or sit there and let it hit you in the shoulder.
Yep.
I coach a Pee Wee hockey team, and I have a short goalie, and everyone wants to go right over his shoulders, and he's mastered this shot like that. He'll stand up and just let it hit him in the shoulder, you know. And
Don't go down until I have to go down.
That's right.
Yeah. You know, for a guy at 6'2", 6'3", going down's not a problem. It's the shorter guys that got to be quick getting up and down.
7:15 to go here. Both teams at full strength. Wayzata kills off the penalty, scores a shorthanded goal, and leads here 9-2. We don't have the right score on the scoreboard here at the arena. They have 8-2 still posted. Good forecheck there by the Trojans, putting some pressure on Visitation. Race for the puck in the corner. Killian goes after it for Visitation. She's muscled off the puck though by Bergstrom. Ream picks it up. Gets back to the defenseman. Westerberg, her shot misses. Westerberg will pinch in now, catching this with the half ball. Backhands it down low. To the slot area it goes. Shot right on. That one by Bergstrom. Now to the point it goes once again for Westerberg. Westerberg will go over to her partner. That's Schindler. Schindler's shot hits a skate, comes right back to her. Now she pokes it in the corner. 2 Wayzata forwards go for a line change. Ream will have Schindler circle down low. Schindler gets a goal. Schindler, fancy little footwork there, caught the pass that was behind her, used her skating ability to do a little spin move, gets it to her forehand, tight angle, banks it off the goaltender and in. But that, that's tough because she had such a good first 2 periods, and now the pucks are just raining in on her, and you feel bad for her because she did have 2 great periods, and this one right here is one that she normally would have saved. It's just she's tight on the post, and I don't know how that puck found its way in.
It got in between, right by her knee. There was a little opening, a little gap as she bent her knee. Didn't quite get her leg all the way around on the post, but, she's faced 68 shots. She got to be a little tired. Thank you very much. She's done a great job.
Wayzata fans on that shot attempt from the point. Stella Knight into the game for the Trojans. Knight catches this one on her backhand and works her way to the middle. Knight is one of the players for Wayzata that's listed on the JV roster here, but getting some varsity minutes tonight. Puck gets played to the slot area. And nice job holding the point by Matthew. Then get down low to Flider. Centering attempt, knocked away. And it's Anna Tucci with it. Tucci does a good job kind of drawing the defense, and she was in a difficult spot. She iced it down. They called no icing, and the Blazers were able to get a key line change.
Well, Pagel's got to be just on it all the time. They're shooting from bad angles and the whole bit on her.
Hannah Allen gets the puck to the red line and then loses it. Wayzata will dump it in, get back on sides, and go for a line change, some of them at least. And it's Killian plays the puck out of the zone. Scooped up now by Peters. Peterson banks it off the far side. Christine Peterson brings it down. We have a delayed penalty coming up here on Visitation. Lauren Hansen gives it off. Shot by Peterson, deflected. Now Visitation touches, and we have that stoppage of play. See if you can find the penalty here on Visitation. That might have been it.
Yeah, a little pulling there probably. I think that's an honest hold.
And Wayzata gets the big first power play goal of the year, end of the evening, as they get a deflection in front. Nice little traffic in front, and the captain, who has a couple assists here tonight, Gretchen Branton, scores on that one.
She's had a really nice game tonight. She's both shot well and she's passed well, too.
Two goals and 2 assists. Safe to say she's going to be a candidate for player of the game. He gets the rebound one right there. 10-2 now as Wayzata hits double digits. It's going to help their goals for average, which has been struggling.
And it's less than 2 goals a game. So that's going to help. But I think by far, if you're naming stars, you'd have to put, Gretchen, Branton. We got some upcoming games here after this.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. Girls basketball, St. Louis Park and Cooper, Osseo, Totino Grace, and girls basketball as well. There's some wrestling. I gotta give credit to CCX. They've always done a fantastic job as oh my gosh, you couldn't find the puck. Pagel, somehow that puck stayed out of the net for a very long time, and then eventually getting a piece of it was Gretchen Branton getting her hat trick here tonight. That got silly there for a while because that puck was not going across the goal line, and unfortunately Pagel just could not find it and couldn't cover it up, and none of her teammates were able to whack it out of there. But Wayzata, relentless effort, gets another one here. 11-2 now, the Trojans. Yeah. And I was kind of interrupted by that play. Thank you very much.
Branton's been good. Matthew's been good, but you got to give it to Pagel, too. She's top 3 in this game as far as players.
CCX has done a great job of covering high school sports for a long, long time now. But this year especially, I have to imagine the community really appreciates it because so many people aren't able to get out to the arenas, to the gyms, to the fields, whatever else you want to call it, to be able to see these sports, and CCX has been there for you. Nice rush up the ice there by Visitation's Kate Killian. Got the puck into the zone. Shot from the point there, bouncing puck, and that one finds its way in.
That was just a deflection off a skate blade, which nowadays is legal.
Yeah, it's 13-2 now, and we entered this period at 5-2, wondering who's going to score the next goal and have it be a big one. But as you see, Wayzata put the flex on here in this third period, and that's kind of what we were waiting for from the Trojans. And I think it's one of those games where, Dan, just from a neutral observer from both of us, you can come away and say both teams have something to be proud of here tonight. Visitation battled real strong for at least 2 periods and had one of their best games of the year, perhaps. I mean, because really they came into this game only having 2 goals in the season.
Well, when you consider Wayzata was throwing 3 to 4 lines out there, and they've only got enough for 2 lines, it was a noble and great effort.
And you look at Wayzata, some good things happen for them here tonight too. It's good for a team that's struggling and scoring to score 10 goals plus 10 plus goals against anybody. It's a fun night for the girls. A lot of smiles on their faces as well. So a success all around for, I think, both teams here tonight.
I think so too. Wayzata got off the schneid scoring-wise. Visitation did a nice job as far as, playing positions, doing that. They scored some goals, got going. Pagel did a nice job for them. Again, just, when you face that many shots, the number are going to go in. But they have nothing but, they should be totally proud, and they're going to be really good in the next couple of years if these young kids continue to develop. So, good for them. And but the Trojans now got a 500 record and moving on further in the late conference as they take on the Edinas and the Tonkas. And oh boy.
Yep, absolutely. Wayzata has some big games ahead of them here as we flip the calendars, and it's going to be a hustle now to the end of the year. This is where it gets pretty serious. Things have gone well. I know people have been worried about the season getting interrupted. I'm not going to make any predictions because predictions are out the door now after 2020, but I think we're going to finish the hockey season this year. It's going to be an exciting finish.
I think so too.
All right. For the entire crew here at CCX, for Dan Ficken, I'm Joe Moline. Thanks for watching High School Sports here on CCX Sports.